In the ages of fairy tales, many kingdoms had risen and fallen throughout the ages, yet one legend remained strong through the ages. Upon a time, there was a great kingdom ruled by a powerful king named Gran Chirino. In this town lived the king's most trusted knight, Izuku Midoriya. He was a hero in the eyes of people, brave, noble, and fearless. Oh no! What if she says no? Izuku panicked as he started to mumble and pace back and forth. Midoriya, you don't know that, and why would they want to be and why would they want to be the bride of a great knight? Ida said, but Izuku continued to pace back and forth till a familiar voice called out, "There you are, Izuku." A voice giggled. "Yin!" Izuku gasped as he quickly noticed their colored hair flow in the wind. "So, what is it you want from me? Why did you call me all the way out here in the meadows?" Yin asked curiously. I'll give you some space," Ida had said as he ran off. "Ida, wait!" Izuku gasped. "Izuku, just breathe and calm down." Yin smiled as they kissed his cheek. Izuku closed his eyes and took a deep breath as he let his words form in his head. "Yin, you stayed by my side for so long. I'm so happy that the gods blessed me by letting me meet you," Izuku started. And I want you to stay by my side, always." Izuku slowly got down on one knee and held onto Yin's hand. Yin's heart fluttered in her chest as tears began to fall from their eye-closed eyes. "Will you be mine, Yinlin?" Izuku asked hopefully. "Of course." "We are at war," someone shouted. Izuku quickly stood to see the messenger with arrows sticking out of him, shouting to the kingdom that the kingdom all for one had declared war. With a heavy heart, Izuku ran to the king to take on his orders. As Izuku sat on his horse, Yin approached him. "Please come back safely, so you can ask for my hand properly." Yin chuckled as they kissed Izuku goodbye. "I promise, I'll climb heaven and earth to return to you," Izuku said shyly. Gran Chirino leaves the charge as well as the well-trained knights followed the king out of the kingdom to face All for One. The battle was hell, with many losses on both sides. It was a sad trip back to the kingdom, with many of the knights never going to return home. Izuku lost his best friend Ida in this battle, but the worst was yet to pass when surviving knights returned home, only for their homes to be nothing more than a pile of rubble. The kingdom was destroyed, and the fires had long burned out. The once tall, sprawling towers lay shattered and burned on the ground, while the common town was completely burned to ash. Izuku's heart sank as he ran to the village in search of survivors, and possibly Yin. "Yin, Yin, please answer me!" Izuku called out as he ran through the destroyed village. As he ran through the rumble and debris, his heart sank further and further as he ran past more and more corpses. Izuku searched and searched, but couldn't find her anywhere. But he refused to give up and turned to the altar of the gods for answers. He prayed to the gods and asked them where his beloved could be, but the answer he received broke his heart. "She is no longer walks in this life and has crossed over to the afterlife," Aizawa, the god of death, said dryly. "What? No, this can't be!" Izuku sobbed. Izuku pleaded with the gods and begged them to bring his lover back. But the gods first denied Izuku's pleas, saying that it went against the balance and cycle they set. Yet Izuku pleaded harder as he got on his knees and bowed before them. Eventually the gods agreed, but at a cost. They said they would bring back his lover, but he will have to wait. Izuku agreed, not knowing what they truly meant by wait. The gods cursed him with immortality. He would die from age of any mortal wound It was a test from the gods to see how much he truly loved them. So the night Izuku was forever froze in time to wander the earth till he was returned with his lover. The end, Professor Deku said. The class stared in disbelief and shock, sadness, and wonder. Izuku simply smiled at his class, looked over his class. Oh, come on. What kind of an ending was that? Koda asked in disbelief. There has to be more. Shemardra had spoken. I'm afraid there's no more. Izuku chuckled bashfully at his young students. Is the Knight Izuku still waiting for Yin? Eri asked. Maybe. Izuku smiled as he looked over to his other teacher and their own classmate opposite of him. They had beautiful colored hair that tied up into a ponytail, or whatever you prefer, and they smiled brightly at their class with their lovely colored eyes. If he still is waiting for them, he would well over a millennium. Izuku chuckled. The school bell rang, signifying the class was over for the day. All right, class, remember you have a pop quiz tomorrow, so study those math formulas. Izuku said as the students left the class. Izuku sighed as he sat down at his desk and finished up the last grade updates on his laptop. Izuku, are you still up for our date night? Asked a familiar voice. Yeah, just finishing up the last of these grades. Izuku smiled. All right, but you're going to have to wait a bit. I have to change into something more suitable. Yin smiled. Oh, don't worry. I can wait. I'll wait a millennium for you. Izuku smiled. Thanks, Izuku. See you at 5. Yin smiled as they kissed Izuku's cheek. As Yin left the room, Izuku opened a drawer and pulled out a small box. Inside was a beautiful proposal ring. Please come back safely so you can ask for my hand properly. I'll wait for an entire eternity if I have to, Izuku promised as he slipped the box into his pocket and walked out of the room. Bro, this is so weird because this book takes place in like the middle of the school year, and I have like 3 days left of school. So, I wanted to tell you guys that I am still in school. So, and probably more mature than how old I actually am. I'm not gonna say how old, but I want to thank you guys so much for this. And next will be a Merman Todoroki for all you Todoroki sims. Oh, I'm gonna let you guys find out what comes in 3 days. But sorry guys for my rambles. Bye, lovelies.